At the Orange County Bar Association, we celebrate Law Day over the course of several months, kicking off with the ABA's release of the theme, usually around July or August, and going all the way through April of the next year, culminating with our Law Week Luncheon and Law Day 5K. The objective of each of our Law Week events is to expand the civic knowledge and engagement of our community, with a particular focus on Orange County students. With this year's theme, the 14th Amendment, Transforming American Democracy, we engage students in the history, purpose, and impact of the 14th Amendment from both a historical and practical perspective about citizenship, the rights of citizens against the states, and equal protection. This video highlights our programs tailored specifically to engage Orange County students. In the fall, our committee volunteers got to be teachers for a day. Through the Orange County Public Schools Teach-In program, they gave crash course instruction about the 14th Amendment to middle school and high school students throughout the county. Among the many submissions for the medal design, we selected the winning design created by Zane Remen from Cypress Creek High School. Zane's design succinctly reflected an overarching theme of the 14th Amendment, unity through equality. The medal, which we have provided with our submission materials, was worn proudly around the necks of the finishers at the Law Day 5K. As for the poster contest, the students' creativity and interpretations of the theme demonstrated their comprehensive understanding of equal protection expressed through art. 55 students submitted their artwork. The Best in Show winner went to Ceremony from East River High School, whose artwork depicts Lady Justice sheltering a group of people from the storm of injustice. Lady Justice holds in her hand an umbrella clad in stars and stripes, inscribed with the words 14th Amendment. All of the winners and their artwork were honored at our Law Week Luncheon and displayed at the Law Day 5K. Finally, after reviewing 32 speech submissions, our committee selected the 3 best speeches to be given at our Law Week Luncheon. Tegan Elizabeth Emerson, a 10th grader from Timber Creek High School, won 3rd place. Carly Tamborello, a 7th grader from Lake Eola Charter School, won 2nd place. And Kyra Elston, a 6th grader from Legends Academy, won 1st place. Each of their speeches, which they presented to nearly 200 attorneys at our Law Week Luncheon, is included with our submission. You can also find more details about our Law Week Luncheon through the program and the Briefs magazine included with our submission.
Every race, ethnicity, gender, and religion. Change, because of the 14th Amendment, has motivated America to rise up like the day, rise up unafraid, high like the waves, standing as a beacon of hope and grace. Rising for change so that all Americans can have what is due: life, liberty, equality, and justice. This change is worth it for you, and you. We must be the change that we believe in, the change we want, the change we wish America to be. Thank you, and God bless America.
Our committee volunteers also directly interfaced with students of all ages, engaging them in practical education about how the court system works. We gave 2nd graders a glimpse into the workings of a jury trial with a case of B.B. Wolf versus Curly Pig. Our committee volunteers also brought in students from all over the county to the Orange County Courthouse to introduce them to the workings of our court system through our Pathways in Law program geared towards underprivileged students, and through our judge shadowing program, geared towards high school students. Both programs connected students with judges to explore careers in law and to get a first-hand look at how the justice system operates. Perhaps most fitting with this year's theme was our naturalization ceremony and our DUI Mock Trial programs. In partnership with the Orlando Field Office of the United States Citizenship and Immigration Services and the Girl Scouts of Citrus, we hosted a ceremony at which foreign-born persons become naturalized citizens of the United States. We coordinate with the USCIS to walk the Girl Scouts through a condensed version of the naturalization process. This year saw more than 30 people from 18 different countries become citizens of the U.S. Here is a clip from local media coverage of the event.
County by county coverage and weather on the ones. This is your evening news weather now.
A person becoming a U.S. citizen is not something commonly seen by most Americans, but on Wednesday, nearly 100 Girl Scouts witnessed this important event so that they could learn more about two timely topics, citizenship and immigration. News 13's Erin Murray was there for the ceremony.
This is an orange patch, and then this one is from...
Teresa Woodall is proud of each and every badge.
This one is from the Citizenship Ceremony.
Several Girl Scout troops from across Central Florida came to watch 30 people become U.S. citizens Wednesday.
And I saw some of them crying of joy. You don't get to see this a lot.
The idea for the girls to experience this came from Teresa Feiner, a lawyer and Girl Scout mother.
When I went around to their troops, I asked them, has anybody heard about citizenship on the news? And all hands shot up. Everybody's heard about it, but they didn't know anything about it.
And many girls admit that was true.
Well, not a lot. I thought they would just take an oath, but they have to also take tests. I didn't know that. I took a couple sample questions. I got all of them wrong. It was not good. And now walking out, I know a lot more, and I bet I could ace it.
And they didn't just watch. They said the Pledge of Allegiance.
And to the republic for which it stands.
They sang. And even shared in the emotion.
I cried twice. Proud to be a part of it.
Each of them certainly earning their badge, as 30 others earned their citizenship.
It's like a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity to see this happen, and it's like an important thing that happens in our country that we got to witness.
In Orlando, I'm Erin Murray with News 13.
The Orange County Bar Association invited all the troops to take part in National Law Week. It's an annual event to educate people about law and its role in society.
Finally, our DUI Mock Trial program this year focused on incorporating the mandates of the 14th Amendment into the jury process. With our DUI Mock Trial, high school students are shown a filmed mock DUI trial, which is followed by real-life stories of victims of drunk driving. We've partnered with Orange County Public Schools so that all juniors watch the video. The 30-minute video is included with our submission, and we encourage you to watch it. To incorporate this year's theme, we first discussed with the students the 14th Amendment and its impact on participation in a jury trial, as well as other aspects of the criminal justice system. We then showed clips from the DUI video, from which the students discussed how the 14th Amendment impacted the makeup of the jury and other participants in the trial, the rights of the defendants as against the state, and other aspects of the trial, and then they deliberated over the defendant's guilt. Here are their reactions to the discussion and deliberation.
Hi, my name is Ryan.
My name is Delaney Pickett.
Sienna White.
Blake Conkle.
I'm Harrison Daniels.
I'm Jordan Godwin.
I am Lynn Carlisle. I teach AP US Government at Winter Park High School.
No person gets any privileges over another. Everyone gets treated the same under the law.
You're a citizen when you're born here, and that you can't be treated differently.
I think that it gave equality to a lot of people that wouldn't see it otherwise.
I thought it was cool. It was like after Reconstruction, so it was them kind of trying to fix everything, but it really didn't for like 100 years.
Everyone, no matter their creed, their color, blah, 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 has the same, goes through the same process and has the same rights as everyone else.
It takes a lot more than I thought just to be considered reasonable doubt. So in the thing, most people pick not guilty just because they didn't think it was her choosing with her Fifth Amendment to decline, so she wouldn't she wouldn't self-incriminate herself besides just admitting that she had consumed alcohol. Couldn't prove when and all of that, so they all ruled not guilty.
I learned more than anything how people just kind of try to jump to a conclusion based off of minuscule evidence, which is kind of hard to do, or hard to settle with, but my jury ended up being unanimous because whenever I tried to argue a point, it would just revert back to the same thing. It's definitely interesting to try to
get the feel of a group of people and how they perceive a case, definitely how opinions change over the course of information being presented.
I think the kids really got a lot out of it. I think hearing kind of general information about the process, juries, the court system, how it works, and then hearing about due process, and then the mock trial and letting them deliberate, I think was really effective. Yeah, I thought they asked really good questions, and they understood the difference between reasonable doubt and the burden is on the state, so I kept hearing all those kinds of conversations. That was pretty impressive. I think this is a great time of year because we are moving into spring break and then prom, so I always give them the whole be safe message before we leave for spring break and then before prom. So I think it's really important information for them to hear before we get into celebration season. I can't believe so many of you came. That was awesome. I had a great day and thank you very much for coming.
We hope you enjoyed these highlights of the Orange County Bar Association's 2016-2017 Law Week programs. Should you have any questions or need additional information concerning our submission, please feel free to call or email us.